The church is now attacking creators for using their intellectual property. I saw a post on YouTube from John Dehlin, the host of the Mormon Stories podcast, that he had received a letter directly from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in their intellectual property department, stating that he had been using images that infringe on their copyright. Mormon Stories has been around for 20 years. I know that it was an integral part of my deconstruction, listening to stories and hearing that I wasn't alone in some of my experiences, hearing the deep dives on history of the church, and now the idea that the church is directly attacking John Dehlin and the Mormon Stories podcast on something as simple as using the likeness of the prophet is just insane to me. They're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks and try to take down any sort of rhetoric they don't agree with. I find the timing to be very interesting, and I'll tell you why. LDS Prophet Dallin H. Oaks was an attorney, and a damn good one at that. He was part of the Utah Supreme Court and was even briefly considered by the Reagan administration to the Supreme Court of the United States. This man knows his law. He knows what they can do and what they can get away with. I truly feel like they're trying to make an example out of John Dehlin. Mormon Stories has been around for 20 years. Why now? Why all of a sudden try to take him down? I just think it's really interesting. And they gave John only 10 days to change all of the logos and pictures. They're saying that people would get confused that he might be actually affiliated with the LDS Church. But aren't they moving away from using the term Mormon? Isn't that a victory for Satan? So why does it matter if John Dehlin uses it for his Mormon Stories podcast? Well, I just keep going back to why now? The church is hemorrhaging membership. People are finding out the truth left and right. And Mormon Stories has repeatedly been talked about as something that helped people deconstruct their faith and their testimony in the church. I think they're trying to go for one that's really well known, that they think they can be successful with, and then use as an example. If anybody knows anything about intellectual property law or has any way that we can help and support John Dehlin in this fight, I think we should do it. Please go support his channel. Let's see what we can do to stop this, because they're trying to shut our mouths. They're trying to do whatever they can to stop truth from coming out. If you didn't believe the church was a business, this shows more than ever that it is a corporation, and their money always is going to come first. If you lose members, you lose tithing.